Well, he must have had one hell of a lawyer, else she'd have cut for half of everything. How did she end up here?
Well, that's a long story. Anyway, it's not so bad, just needs a bit of TLC.
JCB, more like. Flipping heck, when I think of Frankie and his designer gig.
Leanne, don't mention Frankie, or the divorce, or anything. It'll only upset her.
There you are. I was starting to worry. I looked at the time. I thought maybe you weren't...
Oh, the traffic was a nightmare.
Was it?
Yeah.
It always is on that flaming expressway. Oh, I'm so sorry. The last thing you want to do is spend your Sunday stuck in a...
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
And you must be...
Leanne, hiya.
Leanne, of course. Oh, my memory these days. I tell you, it's a miracle I remembered his name when he tipped up the other day. Anyway, come on in. We got chicken for dinner. You're not veggie or anything, are you, Leanne?
Oh, no, chicken's great, sir.
Great. Well, as long as we don't all want a leg.
I will be forever grateful to you and your friends.
Really, there's no need.
There is every need. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you saved me from?
I don't know.
Cuban rebel girls.
Eh?
Errol Flynn's final film. Hollywood's greatest swashbuckler took his final bow in a miserable B movie. Maurice Chevalier, the epitome of Gallic sophistication and savoir-faire. His valedictory performance, Monkeys Go Home. A tale of chimpanzees trained to pick olives.
Oh dear. It's hardly Gigi.
Suffice to say, no one remembers it well. No, there are few more pitiful sights than a great artist dancing for pennies in the twilight of his career, and you saved me from that. My final work will be my monument.
Oh, yeah, but don't say your final work.
Well, I fear so. Just like the mighty salmon at the end of its epic journey, I have but one spasm of genuine creativity within me before I die.
What about hard grinding? I mean, that was what...
That's mere foreplay. When I go upstream to meet our publisher, I will consummate my genius, if I may be so immodest.
Oh, you may.
I shall miss our little chat. I rarely get the chance to rehearse the battle between narrow and broad gauge railways in early Victorian Britain.
Indeed. And on those occasional evenings when sleep proves elusive, I'll recall our tete-a-tetes with unalloyed gratitude. Is breakfast on its way?
Oh, what? Yes, coming up, yes.
Oh, what a fitting feast for my final repast here, Roy. I thank you.
I hope you will come back sometime.
Your part of me will never leave. Your generosity is burnt on my heart.
Yes, a lot of punters leave here with heartburn. Do you really have to leave tonight?
I've been at your breast too long, Norris, and I'm not one to take advantage. Thank you. Besides, tomorrow I have to meet Lionel Hipkiss.
Who?
Lionel Hipkiss, our publisher.
Ah.
He's highly respected. Oh, by the way, it's important that everyone makes out their checks to him. That's Hipkiss with just one S. Will you spread the word before tomorrow? That's a good chap.
So, what have you been up to since I last...
Nothing really. The usual, you know. Oh, sorry, you wouldn't, would you?
I'd like to.
Well, there's nothing to know, really. Nothing very exciting. That's a smashing outfit, Leanne.
Oh, Ta. Got it yesterday, Jamie, helped me pick it.
Made a good choice, son. Good all round, I reckon.
I like your top and all. It looks dead expensive, that.
Age is old, I'm afraid. All my decent stuff is. Lucky I've not put on weight, I suppose. You got a lovely figure yourself, love.
Oh, I work in a cafe, me. No chance of me putting on weight. Not working with slackers like Vera and Frankie, eh?
Oh, so she's working in a cafe, is she? That all that little trollop's good for. Waiting at tables, showing all she's got to lorry drivers. She always knew how to get a good tip, that one. Should have seen it coming. Mrs. Baldwin this, Mrs. Baldwin that, and all the time she... Anyway, You didn't come to hear about ancient history. I've got a bottle of wine on the side. What do you say we all have a glass? Talk about happier things, eh?
It's all right. Don't open it on my account.
Oh, don't be silly. It's already open. I put it out and breathed. Won't be a tick.
Don't worry. You're doing great.
Do you know, Stuart, just one time when I could come away from that prison feeling hopeful. Every visit it gets worse. And now today...
What's happened?
Oh, Jim's really excelled himself. Do you know, when I think about the hours I've listened to him talking about us, the future, Deirdre, it were all lies just to keep me hanging on.
What did he say?
Oh, he sat there, cool as you like, and told me he attacked his cellmate, put him in the infirmary, therefore putting our marriage in cold storage for another 2 years. They've revoked his parole licence.
Can I top you up?
Oh, no, it's all right. I'm fine, thanks.
This is ice, Mum.
I don't usually bother cooking for myself. How's the chicken?
It's great, huh?
He's a good-looking fella, isn't he, my lad?
Come on, Mum.
Modest and all. Gets his looks from his father, but not that. You're a lucky girl, Leanne.
Don't say it too loud, we'll get a big head.
Told you he's not his father. He always had a sweet nature. At least he did as a kid. Do anything for you.
Yeah, for the right price.
That's Baldwin talking, not you. We might have been apart, but I know you, son. I'd be crying some nights after. Well, you come into my room in your jammies. Ninja Turtle. Remember? And you ask what was wrong. Stroke my hair. Cuddle up. You know, if ever I pushed you away, son, it wasn't because I've lost count of the nights I'd have given anything to see that door creep open. Yeah, I made a proper fool of myself in front of your girlfriend.
No, you've not. It's fine, honest.
Anyway, I best sort out that Viennetta.
Oh, it's all right, Carol. I'll do it.
These last few years I've been like a statue, Deirdre. Everybody else rushing round me, getting on with their lives while mine was on hold. And yeah, okay, that were fine. So long as he kept to his side of the bargain.
And now?
Well, now all deals are off. I've done my time. I kept my nose clean. I deserve to live again.
Look, love, you've just had a big shock. Don't rush into anything.
Oh, I'm not rushing into anything. This has been a long time coming. Jim is stubborn, is pig-headed, and you know, he don't give a stuff for my happiness. I'm finished with him, Deirdre.
You're coming back soon, aren't you? You promised.
You try and keep me away. Thanks for the dinner and that. It was terrific.
It's great to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
See you later.
See ya.
Well, I don't think that could have gone any better, do you?
Steady on, Mel. We've got the meeting later.
Well, indeed, but if I'm going to read tonight, my creativity requires oiling.
Yes, well, don't you think it's oiled enough for now?
You know, tonight, I'm going to give you a recital you'll never forget. I think my patrons deserve nothing less than my chef d'oeuvre.
Oeuvre? Oh, that's an egg, isn't it?
Not quite, Norris. No, in this case, it's a bird. The canary's last song.
Ah.
Yes, indeed, gentlemen. This evening, I'm going to shovel fresh hutcherite into your ears, and if that doesn't deserve a drink...
Will my character be in it?
Yes, perhaps, but, I'm torn between a variety of extracts. A little libation might help clarify my decision.
Trouble? No, sir. I wanted a word with you, actually.
Yeah?
Well, I'm not sure he's quite the right place.
Well, what is it?
Is she dead?
Is he alright?
Oh, yeah. He's all right. But the other prisoner he attacked is very badly hurt. So they've cancelled your dad's parole.
Idiots!
Look, could you all have your checks ready, please?
All right. Keep your hair. Oh, happen I know how you lost it now.
There you go, made out Lionel Hipkiss 1S, like yourself.
Thank you, Audrey. Thank goodness senility's not catching.
I'll still have my marbles in me satchel long after you've gone gaga. Here.
Well now, Blanche, you can officially say you are a patron of the arts.
Hardly. You've made this out to Lionel Blair. I think he's got enough money, don't you?
Oh, give it here. Oh, I know what it was. I was watching Tony Blair on the news. I'll make out another one.
Now, in your own time.
Is cash acceptable?
Oh, eminently. It feels so vulgar, so cheap to take this from you when I know how hard...
Well, it's an investment. There is 400 there, if you want to count it.
Oh, no, I trust you. Well, if you insist. Yeah. Bless you, Roy, bless you.
I've got all the checks in.
Signed, sealed and dated. Perhaps if I might just say a few words. I came to this street a poor stranger, but I leave tonight richer than I could ever have imagined. In 3 short weeks, you've clasped me to your bosom, taken me in, and truth to tell, I've taken you in too, right here. I can't think how to thank you enough. And all I can do is offer you the gift of my gift. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Canary's last song.
She was chuffed to see us, wasn't she?
Well, I doubt she gets many visitors.
No, I mean, pleased to see us. You and me. She obviously wants us in her life. I've got a lot of time to make up for. It's going to be great.
Jay, weren't you concerned?
What about?
Your mum. How she's living, how she is.
Well, the house was a bit of a tip, but...
Oh, come on, Jay, it wasn't the house, it was her.
She's fine.
She was not fine. Could you not smell the booze in her house? Come on, look, I know you love her and all that, but be honest with yourself. The dinner, the plonk she was knocking back. Do you not put 2 and 2 together? I'm sorry, Jay, really sorry, but Carol's got a drink problem.
No. No, she ain't. You're the one with the problem, Leanne. I've had a really good day today. I was happy. And you've just gone and ruined it.
Fred Elliot left the tiny pit community a mere boy, his father's anger ringing in his ears, his mother's tears staining his shoulder, his own ambition burning in his belly. But he'd returned a man, his broad chest straining the buttons of his calico shirt, the manly bulge of his toned thighs tugging at his tweed breeches. He'd been called home by a siren schoolboy song. Do you hear the canary singing his final song? Do you hear the canary? He's been down yon pit too long. Do you hear the canary above the widow's cry? Do you hear the canary? He knows it's time to die.
Oh, I'm filling up.
Oh, shush.
The rhyme always filled Fred with foreboding as a lad, but now this fear was lent a terrible weight by the crisp mining engineer's diploma sheathed in the pigskin document wallet lodged under his ample arm.
Excuse me, I thought Fred were a miner.
Well, mining engineer, minor discrepancy. No, think of it as a promotion. Any more questions?
I have one or two.
Well, if it isn't the nitwit in knitwear, I'm afraid I started without you.
I've heard more than enough.
Yes, sir. Well, I apologize if I overtaxed you. Understanding is so important for literary appreciation.
I understand you better than you think. And I haven't come here to praise you. I'm on neighbourhood watch business.
Oh, he shouldn't be let out on his own these days. This is a book group meeting. Neighbourhood watch next week, okay?
On this occasion, the two overlap.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I always feel so drained after reading, so I need a little line down.
Stay where you are, Lionel.
Lionel? You're right, he has got
Lionel Hipkiss, to give him his full name. That's right, isn't it?
I didn't want to tell you this. When I went into the kitchen to sort out the pudding, I opened a cupboard and it was full of bottles. Empty spirit bottles mainly. There's probably a reason why.
Yeah. Well, I know why. See, when her and my dad split up, she was in bits. I mean, despite what she said today, she loved him.
So it was the divorce?
Yeah. No, kind of. You see, I chose Dad. I left her on her own. I left her and I never looked back. So you see, all this is my fault. I did this to her. I did this. And I can never forgive myself for that.
He didn't write hard grinding.
Oh, he does enjoy that dubious distinction. Mel Hartwright was a pseudonym that he used during a mercifully brief writing career.
He said that Lionel Hipkiss was a publisher. We wrote out our checks to Lionel Hipkiss.
I didn't want to confuse you. I just thought it'd be simply...
And he didn't want to confuse the King's Lynn readers, the Deal and Dover Literary Society and the Solihull Book Club. They invested, like you, that no book ever saw the light of day. From what I've discovered, our friend here has been living off the kindness of strangers for years, including Her Majesty. Con artist. And far more adept than he ever was as a writer. He's made a good living out of this scam.
That's why your publisher and your agent cut you off.
To think that I had you in my home.
And I let you take me out to dinner.
All them double brandies, gratis.
All those free breakfasts.
I haven't contacted the police. He deceived you, not me. You can decide his fate.
Look, wait before you condemn me. Would you just ask yourselves what harm I've really done? Didn't you enjoy our outings, Audrey? Didn't that make you feel special, Fred? When you thought you were going to be immortalised? And Roy, you said yourself, you loved the opportunity to share your railway stories. But I spent the whole afternoon listening to you go on about the dullard.
It's Mallard, actually, but yeah, point taken.
Well, whatever. Norris, I know I've let you down. But if I inspired you to let loose your creativity...
And that's the biggest crime of all. Fact is, you were going to waltz out of that door with our money. Talking of which...
Well, we can't let you do this again. Go on, Roy.
Well, all right. But you know, a case like this will attract some local publicity, and I could paint some pretty unpleasant caricatures. The vain pub landlord, the anorak cafe owner, the lonely crimper. So easily flattered, and not forgetting the chattering crone and the improbably coiffured newsagent and her Walter Mitty assistant, scurrying back to the burnt offerings from Eleanor Rigby's kitchen, and at the head of this sorry band, Billy Liar himself, lying every time he says to himself that he made the right choices, village intellectual and village idiot rolled into one, and, it could make some really unpleasant reading, couldn't it, this? And it's all anathema to me, you know, because if you don't... get out! Oh, yes. Oh.
Sling your hope.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh! Here's the pawn ticket for Eleanor's Boston figure. I'm sorry, but once a storyteller, always a storyteller. Good luck with your book.
Just go.
Adieu, Norris. Alpha.